Programs. They've been popping up all over the place from New York to Chicago, and starting today in Grand Rapids, they'll be popping up as well.
24-Hour News 8's Tom Hillen has been on top of this story for us, and right now he's live in Grand Rapids with the owner of Spoke Folks, the company behind the bike sharing program. Good morning, Tom.
Well, good morning, Emily and Casey. Yeah, we're really joining the big dogs here. New York, Chicago, now Grand Rapids with bike sharing. Here's a look at the bikes that you'll start seeing around downtown. We're joined now with Jay Niewiek with Spoke Folks. You guys are the one bringing us these bikes. Kind of give us a rundown. This is probably going to be new to a lot of people here in West Michigan. How does this all work?
So this is an all app-driven system, so it really allows us to use technology on our phones. We're a growing city. We've got more and more reasons to get downtown, but getting there becomes complicated, or getting around there gets complicated. So this is just another way for us to get around, get from a parking lot to an event, go from one meeting downtown to another. And it uses the phone and the app to connect ourselves with a bike, rent it. It's $1 plus 15 cents a minute. Get where we need to go, lock it back up, and then go on our day, and not really worry about a big complicated system that's less, convenient to navigate.
Well, and a cool thing about this is, lately one of my friends has been riding her bike up to Rockford Brewing Company using, the White Pine Trail. That's totally something that people without bikes now have access to do.
Yeah, so we wanted to make sure that you enjoy riding these bikes, not just because it's convenient, but because the bike itself is really enjoyable to ride. And these are good quality bikes, and so you totally could ride these from Grand Rapids up to Rockford, get a beer, get some ice cream, whatever you want, and then ride back down. Have a good time. This is meant to be, cycling is an enjoyable mode of transportation, and we really want Grand Rapids to fully be able to embrace that.
Now, this is a little different from what we see in Chicago. Explain why that is.
Sure. So in Chicago, it's a rack-driven system. It really uses different stations across the city so that you unlock a bike from a rack, ride it to another rack that's close to your destination, lock it back up, and then go where you're finally going. This, because we're not using that rack system, allows you to pull out your phone, say, I want to ride a bike. It's automatically going to connect you with a bike that's close by. We're starting out just downtown, so we have enough density so that you can trust it when you go out of wherever you're going. You can trust that there's a bike nearby. You're not still walking a half mile to get there. Once you've got that bike, you're able to just ride where you need to go, lock it up, and instead of having to go to a rack that's close to your destination, you can go right to your destination. Lock it up at a bike rack there, and then be done. Really simplifies the whole process and makes it just that much more convenient.
All right, Jay, thank you so much for joining us this early morning on Daybreak. These bikes, they're going to start out with 65 of them around downtown. You'll start seeing them later on this afternoon, this evening, so download that app. It's Spokefly GR app. You can get that, and then you guys can all start riding your bikes as soon as they pop up on the app. Live in Grand Rapids, Tom Hillen, 24-Hour News 8.